of took a little leap of faith. I went and visited with my aunt. It was a wonderful time. I'm so glad that Cairo got the chance to hang out with her and my uncle. He loved both of them so much. It was really nice to go visit with them. But the leap of faith was I, first of all, have never known how to like sell product. I'm not as great at selling, and I definitely never understood how to like sell myself or like saw that as a concept. I was always like, all my jobs were always to serve. I worked service desk and management and had cashiering Menards. I was did parenting visitation and visitation visits for court and helped bio parents try to get kids back. I worked in residential care. I worked in like trauma informed care with foster kids, trying to help them stay regulated in a home versus going to residential. And then I eventually also ended up working with adults and doing mental health assessments, working with adults with mental health, trying to get them stabilized in work placements, and then ended up kind of in that situation myself and had to kind of refine things whenever I lost my motor skills in April of 22 and had to quit my job. So all that being said, I'm trying to find myself and how to sell, maybe not my story, but like what I believe in and like who I can be, and trying to kind of self-identify again, with things that make me feel like me or that are just happy, which is honestly like, I want to raise my son and I want to raise him well. I want to help other kids. That's a whole other story. Regardless, so today, see, I ramble. This is why I don't do this, because my brain's constantly going so many directions. I will go every topic but the one that I got on here to talk about. Anyway, I went to an agency today to get potentially scouted. I will hear back Monday, so fingers crossed. Who knows? But yeah, so I went to this agency today. And I go in, okay, first of all, how embarrassing. You don't ever want to start something like that. So it's a modeling and like acting potential agency. I know, super off the wall, weird, random. But I have got to find a way to love myself and find confidence again. So I just said, screw it. I was going to go last weekend. I couldn't because Cairo was sick. And they said I could come this weekend. So I went. It was a cool experience all in all. Who knows if it'll be anything though. We're gonna hear back maybe Monday, so fingers crossed, like I said. But sorry, my son started crying in the background and he's supposed to be sleeping, but apparently mommy's talking too loud. Another reason I don't do this very often. But I'm very excited to just kind of take that leap of faith for myself, to find a way to believe in myself in a way that makes me feel confident and not degraded. Potentially a way that I can support my son in the future. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it was just something to help me build my confidence and learn how to understand myself again. But I have to check on my son, so I'll be back. Okay, he's asleep again. Hopefully for now. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up really quick. So I went. I'm sitting there. I sit in the back corner, and I can see just like the whole room. So I got this like really cool chance to kind of also just observe like everybody else's other potential opportunities if they were to get selected, and that like, I don't know, brought a light to me too. Like all these people were kind of giving their little chances. There was a mom and a daughter in there. There was a younger kind of modelish looking girl. She was very petite. Several different boys in there I thought that was pretty cool, trying to kind of find their voice. Younger men. And so I was really relieved to kind of see the room. And I was grateful to have the opportunity to kind of like interview and audition. Reading a script line, I totally fudged it up a couple of times, but yeah, normal Kaya fashion. I also am always like super like self-conscious because of my neuro disorder that I'm like not standing right, and if I'm like being awkward or hunched over, if I'm like compressing my voice too much. So I don't know. I was feeling pretty okay. My aunt actually drove me and hung out with Cairo while I was in there, so I felt safe about him. She was right there if I needed anything, and so like I think that comfort kind of helped also. So I'm again grateful that I went and stayed with them, and I'm grateful just for the opportunity that I gave to myself this weekend. Because honestly, like I don't do that, and I deserved it. And I actually like feel good about saying that, and it doesn't make me feel like bad. So I'm glad that I feel good to say that I did deserve this last kind of 24 hours, and I'm glad I gave it to myself.